Hello, this is State Representative Rob Martwick coming to you from Springfield, Illinois at our state capitol. And yesterday, so today is Thursday, January 10th. Yesterday, Wednesday, January 9th, was the very first day of the new 101st General Assembly. So that was the day that inauguration was held. All of the new members and all of the current members, everyone who was being reseated or seated for the first time were sworn in, took the oath of office, we were inaugurated, and we officially began the first day of the General Assembly. And so I wanted to come and give you a video and talk to you about a little preview of what the next 2 years might hold. So obviously this is a big transition. We just came out of 4 years where the dominant theme was the budget impasse. People were harmed, massive debts were accumulated in our government, nothing got done, and it was a very difficult time for Illinois, and pretty much every problem we had 4 years ago got worse over the last 4 years. Thankfully, towards the very end, we were able to make some progress, get things going, but the voters made a change and they decided to bring in a new administration. And that new administration has, hopefully will be the beginning of something where government gets back to functioning and working to solve problems for the people of the state of Illinois. So let's talk about the 101st General Assembly, which began yesterday. We actually had a brief session today, and we'll really get to work now, filing bills, getting ready to move forward. So what happened? Number one, Madigan versus Rauner, right? So this is a predominant theme over the course of the last 4 years, Madigan versus Rauner. Well, Rauner is gone. And Madigan remains. Mike Madigan yesterday was sworn in to be the Speaker of the House for the 101st General Assembly. He received 72 votes. You need 60 to be chosen Speaker. He received 72 votes. So he will be presiding over the chamber for the next 2 years. Again, we had this ideological difference, and the Democrats won, and the leader of the Democratic Party at this point is Michael Madigan, so he will continue on as Speaker. The other thing is that we now have, the Democrats have a super duper majority, right? And that's a little tongue-in-cheek, but you need 71 votes to have a supermajority in the House. We previously had 71 votes, but we didn't really have them. There were a couple of people who didn't really vote with the party. We now have 74 seats in the House of Representatives. Will all 74 of those seats, will they all vote accordingly? That has yet to be seen, but we do have more than a supermajority. And as such, we have a responsibility as Democrats to get to work and try and solve some of the problems, right? In government, all opinions are welcome, and as many of you know, that one of the things that I really believe in is every bill I've passed has been passed with broad bipartisan support. I believe in talking to both sides of the aisle and trying to address everyone's concerns. All sides are welcome, but ultimately, when you can't decide, when you can't come to an agreement, then the voters have to decide through the course of elections, and they did, and they chose us, and that means we have got to get to work solving some of these problems. Now, Governor-elect Pritzker has said that he intends to do that. I assure you, so do I. So there are 3 things that I think are really important that I'm going to be working on, and I just wanted to point those out to you. I don't think anyone who's watched my videos will find this as a surprise. Number one, I plan on working again towards creating an elected representative school board for Chicago Public Schools. And when I say Chicago Public Schools, I mean Chicago CPS, K through 12, and the city colleges. We have the 2 largest school district, largest community college district in the state, and neither of them are the voters, the residents of the city, allowed to participate through the course of elections and how those governments are run. I think it's long overdue that we commit to that process. So I'll be working to make that happen. Number 2, tax reform. This is something, again, I think most people realize that I've been working on for a long time. I will continue to lead the fight for tax reform, and when I say tax reform, I mean a progressive income tax, changing the way that we raise taxes on an income tax basis, making it more fair, making sure that the people who've benefited from the good stuff that's gone on in our economy, and there has been good stuff that's gone on in our economy, and some people have done very well by it, that they should share a larger burden of helping to solve our problems. Additionally, a very important part of that is lower the property tax burden on Illinois residents. So many of you know I filed a bill last year. I intend on refiling that bill and working towards its passage. Maybe not exactly as it was filed. As many of you know, I'm always infinitely flexible and open to ideas. But the idea is instituting progressive revenue rates, progressive income tax rates, raising the revenue, and using that revenue to solve problems, not to fund pet projects, but to lower property taxes by properly funding education, and to use that money to pay down our pension debts. Obviously, number three, pension solutions, right? We've often heard much talk of pension reform. I believe in pension solutions, and this means coming up with common sense reforms that are going to work and save us money. One of the things I'm most proud of during the 100th General Assembly, working in a bipartisan fashion with my colleague and friend Mark Batnick, Republican State Representative from Plainfield, together we put forth an idea called pension buyouts, which allows retirees to, if they choose, only if they choose, they don't have to, but if they choose to sell a portion of their COLA in order to receive a cash payment for that in exchange for a lower COLA. And there's been a big participation on it. We believe it's going to save the state a lot of money. Does it solve our problem? No. But the more of these individual steps that we can put together to help solve our problems, we will do that. That will help reduce our debt and solve our debt problems. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, I've said this many times, I can take any problem that the state of Illinois is facing, any problem, be it social, be it justice, and I can find a way to tie it back to our pension problem. And that is because the inability of us to solve our debt problems has made it impossible for us to fund the programs that address the problems in our society, be it social, justice, economic, business related, or other. And the sooner we solve our debt problems, the sooner we will be able to run an efficient government, and most importantly, do it at a low tax rate. And I believe that we can find a path there, and I'll continue to work for it. So that's it for now. This is early. It's a preview of the 101st General Assembly. I'm excited about this new day. I'm excited about working with my colleagues from both sides of the aisle to solve our problems in the state of Illinois. And as always, I look forward to hearing from you and from your and receiving your input. So feel free to respond here on this video, make a comment, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Or, as always, reach out to me at my office, 773-286-1115. Judy will be happy to make an appointment for me to see and meet with you personally and talk to you about your ideas for solving this state's problems. Or you can email me at repmartwick@gmail.com. So in a couple of weeks, when we're back in session, I'll start doing these more regularly again and start addressing some of these issues. So keep a watch out for the videos, and as always, thank you for watching. Take care.